Thorin instead of Jerry Springer.
Oh, that'd be great.
I need to patent that immediately. I'm about to be a millionaire. Do you know what? We should just get Thorin on Jerry Springer. Let's just do that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? That would be amazing.
You just have the most...
The thing about cheating on your girlfriend, you know.
The thing is that I can imagine that he wouldn't be able to keep a straight face because you would see him engineering the chaos, and he would. I don't think even Thorin would be able to keep a straight face. He'd be having too much fun from that. He'd be enjoying that too much. He would be so smug. His smugness would be off the charts.
I would enjoy that to no end.
It would be pretty good.
To no end. Like, you could get him because, you know, like, Call of Duty players are really aggressive and horrible people. You could get him on a Call of Duty show.
That's a very harsh generalization, James. You just said all Call of Duty players are...
The console ones, anyway.
I think you can generalize like that.
Mate, if you go to a LAN and see COD...
We're live though, James.
You'll see,
mate.
You'll see. We'll talk about it more later.
Yes. Alright, guys. We're into the pistol now. Everything has been settled. The config is ready to go for the match. And we're seeing a pretty spread out NaVi side at the moment, and that's a nice pick there from Markelov onto Seized. That's going to definitely make things a little bit annoying because the bomb actually was, or is, in the B apartments. It hasn't been spotted by Flipsid just yet, but how do they save this round? They can't really attack into middle, so the bomb is kind of stuck towards B unless they want to swing the bomb to underpass, but that's really risky here. So this is a really hard spot for NaVi, I must say. Looks like they are going to go for this, and you can see the bombers alone, and the bomb goes down, and this is the problem here. The CT's all over the place. The players on A cannot support for NaVi, and they got to go retrieve that bomb. Bondic able to take a quick kill onto Starix, but still, this present issue is... 5 versus 2,
bombs down in mid. That is the end of the round, pretty much.
Yeah.
Unless you're Edward with an auto sniper.
I mean... Oh, wow. Surely Guardian had it. Okay, there we go. Frag happens. That's just Edward left now against 4 players. Tech 9 though, not the most reliable as guns, but...
He's got the gun with no reload function, Dan. 32 bullets in the magazine.
But that was the weird thing about that round, is they lost the guy on B, and it's like they can't... There's no way for them to get the bomb from B to A unless they run it all the way through to spawn, which would waste a lot of time. But they tried to get it into middle regardless, alone. I'm not sure about that, but Flipside take the pistol and now have themselves the pistol armor, the Tech 9 armor to contend with.
Alright, so we have one person just having a peek up mid. We'll be checking for any flanks, helping ensure safe passage for his team towards the B-bomb site. But it's going to be Markelov who's keeping an eye on things. Again, from where the NaVi players are currently stationed, you can throw a smoke that lands at the end of this balcony where Markelov is standing. I think you'd need to throw it a number of times in order for it to potentially be a fake. Otherwise, it is a very slow smoke to pop and does definitely telegraph your intentions. So we're going to have Simple playing on short and Markelov doing the Super Mario Brothers, the SMB. Does not stand for small business.
Super Meat Boy. Here we go. Flip side now with Markelov. We're going to get the spray down here. It's got good support as well. 2 other players to help clean up World Edit and Blade. And Flipside is certainly very strong. Markelov, usually very powerful as a defensive player in these rush situations. Does go down to time. Only 2 players dead though, so that's actually great because NaVi didn't get the bomb down. So in comes the full eco from them. And
so Dan, our last map today, if it goes, should it go that far, is Cobblestone.
Cobbler.
I cannot possibly imagine how a map of Cobblestone would go between these 2 teams. I want to see it, but for now we are into the first map. And we have the NaVi side positioning themselves to go for a push here. Guardian with 2 flashbangs. Let's have a look at where he is. He's just throwing them willy-nilly from lower, actually. Very high indeed. Let's see if it goes their way. So far, 3 frags for the CT side. Make that 4. Make that a 5th one as Guardian falls down. Has a clean sweep. Now, when you're throwing flashes onto A, normally it's done from this position here. You line yourself up so this line you can see is on the corner, and you just throw in the middle of the wall while you're running, and it just bounces out to the site. But never mind that, we are into the first buy round for both teams. 5 AKs here for NaVi.
No, they're playing for a very fast plant there, and it didn't work out at all. But we do have a decent amount of grenades for NaVi. I wonder how this round is going to go for them. It's a pretty standard setup. They do have the bomb drop towards T-slope, so I would imagine they'd have like a delayed play onto middle here to get themselves connector control and then hit the three-pronged attack. That's what this looks like at the moment. And the smokes being down is going to give good coverage, and Guardian's able to pick up a frag there as Bondic was going a bit aggressive. That's actually a really helpful situation now for NaVi. So can they get this? Wow! Oh my God, Zeus.
He knows the angle well that it's probably playing, looking towards underpass. Very common angle for CTs to hold. So very nice play there by Zeus, but trade's coming in, Blade goes up, Blade goes down, and so does Edward. 2 versus 3 in favor of NaVi. Simple is stuck. He can't get through the crawl space, and he has no choice but to run towards CT slope. He'll get taken out by StarX. Markelov finds a frag onto Guardian, so 2 versus 1 now. All players tagged heavily, but it will be Markelov to fall.
That was a pretty chaotic round there, and it's quite awesome for NaVi because, I mean, they were essentially getting to execute what they wanted. It was just the fact that Guardian got that defensive kill on slope. The interesting thing about that is that if he didn't get that frag, it's very possible that the CTs would have been able to actually see the bomb as well, because it wasn't that far away from where Guardian was. So quite nice that he was able to hold that down. We had to buy here though for Flipside in this round, and already seeing Welded looking towards middle from Connector. And so far, so good. They haven't spotted anybody from the T's.
I just want to say quickly, Dan, pay attention to this smoke from Bondic. Look how he smokes Palace from this position here, just like that. And that's a very safe way to smoke the Palace, and look how it finishes up. So just to the right of the piece of wood there, something you can try at home.
That's really good as well. Guardian able to take down Simple, though, over towards Shorts. So good stuff here in World. They're getting smoked off. So their super AWP defense, the crossfire, is completely eliminated as the smokes rain down. And now the push comes in onto the B bomb site. And World is trying to look for those shots, but it just gets flashed away. And they buy themselves so much time with the grenades to get every position they want. And nobody's even touched here for NaVi. And you'd want to see Flipside saving these weapons now. As they're going to be eco if they lose this. Well, they will be eco next round, so they need to keep these weapons alive. They might just have a shot at taking the following one. And I do enjoy how NaVi are playing so far. It's very clean. They have a lot of phases to their pushes, and so far they're executing well. So let's get a last couple of players essentially cleaned up here. And when I say phases to the pushes, I kind of mean that that they take certain spots together as teams to set up this next bit, to set up the next bit, to set up the next bit, and that's how they're playing at the moment. And when you've got players like Guardian winning the duels against Simple, that helps massively. Let's see if Simple can get back on board here. He's got a scout though.
He's got a scout, and he wants to play short with that AWP, but he needs the money for it first, and this is what I'm talking about. 3-2 in favor of Flipside, just one round, but looking at their money, it's not anywhere near where they want it to be. So well did it again in CPL with Zeus just waiting, ready and waiting. Oh, he's going to get that nade in. That's going to do a little bit of damage. Actually, that's minimal damage. It's amazing how like the slightest millimeter can be the difference between 50 damage and no damage from a grenade.
And I like how safely they've been trying to take middle here. They didn't push up until they could smoke it down.
There's that angle again we spoke about. Zeus pre-firing it for the second time and taking down Blade this time.
They're using smokes really well at the moment, NaVi, to get control of middle. And then they're using it to make everything safe. But Welded is still in CPL, and they might not realize this. We'd expect the rotation as they challenge into Markelov. And it's going to be Guardian with the trade to get his team into position here. But they are still not on the B-bomb site. So Flipside with a much better response to this aggression here. Oh, Simple's actually quite dangerous there, but Guardian will eliminate him. Guardian's got more work yet to do, as even though it's a 2-on-3 in favor of his team, Seized and Zeus are very weak.
Okay, so Guardian trying to identify where the final plays are, maybe looking for a rotation, but Bondic has made himself known on the side. 18 seconds left. There isn't time to rotate over to mid. Well, then it gets the flank, gets the person in apps as well. That's the bomb down. Guardian has to kill both these players now because there is no time for him to get that bomb. He's going to make a run for it. Try and save the AWP. Try and turn on a can opener in the next round. Bondic and Welded will survive.
This is kind of brutal though for NaVi because they just got their money bonus reset. So it's going to make it quite hard for them to buy, but they're going to force it up, actually. Having done so much damage in each round, they want to keep the investment going, and they don't want to just say, well, we tried, let's cut our losses. No, they're going to keep investing into actually breaking Flipside's economy here, and with the 2 orbs that they now have, it's certainly going to be difficult, but they're going to give it a try. Guardian did drop a Galil, so let's see if they can break middle now, because they've got the setup to push connector again with 2 players, and then the 1 player who's at the top of mid, who can come in and help them. So let's see if they can pull this one off.
It's good money management here by Flipside. Last round, well, that it had $2,000 in the bank. And starting with 54.50 in this round, he will have the cash to finance Simple. Gonna take 2 attempts. Oh, look at that. Just a 1-tap. Look at the range on that 1-tap as well.
Yeah, that's
insane range.
Oh my goodness. Edward with a great response there onto Markelov. Might just get more yet. He will the flick onto World at it. Edward, star orb performance on the B bomb site. Just cutting open the team. As we have Zeus now aggressive towards the A bomb site to find Bondik, one of the 2 remaining players. And all of a sudden, thanks to Blade as well, they go 2-on-2. But this, with 40 seconds left, is certainly going to be advantage NaVi as they move into the A bomb site together. They will find that 2-on-1 as Blade and Bondik move closer and closer together, but Blade is going to be a bit far away here. Unable to support Bondik directly.
Blade is miles away. He could barely be further away than he is right now. Going for the counter flash to try and bait any reaction, but it's going to be Bondik to defend here versus the bomb plant. They've realized there's an issue. One of them's heavily tagged. He's going for a quick peek to see what's going on. Cannot stop the bomb from going down, but Blade is in a strong position now. Sees is in the firebox area, gets the frag onto Blade. 1 versus 2 now. And this is a horrible crossfire. He's got 2 flashes, but no nades. 1 nade could make this 1 versus 1. But there, that's going to do the job. Sees is blind. He could get a jumping frag on him now. Oh, he goes for the jump, but Sees punishes it. He expects it.
Oh, so smart.
And he shuts him down. That was, I had no idea the Tech 9 1-tap range was that long.
It was so sick.
That was crazy. And it was a great counter. They tried to flash. They tried to smoke mid once. They failed. They smoked it a second time. Well, then it was out of the game. They know Simple is going to peek from mid, from short. Sorry, he has to peek, and he just got 1-tapped by the Tech 9. The range of that thing is insane.
I love how smartly the 1-on-2 was played by Bondik, though, just flashing out that position. But see now if Flipside can do some extra damage here, because in comes the push onto this B site, and it's going to be rough for them. But that said, there will come actually 1 kill, and Guardian goes down fairly low. Simple now on the flank will be expected. Here is the welcoming party, just the side, just ADing Simple to death with the Tech 9.
HLTV expected.
And just 2 left now, looking for their frags as well. And NaVi have done well to come back into this match. They were put into a pretty precarious series of situations, but they've been showing some good T-play. And I feel like Flipside, you know, we didn't really get to see the double up going properly because
Edward.
Because Edward, yeah.
How to hard counter Flipside on your own.
Yeah.
By Edward.
But that was so crazy.
Smoking a Tech 9.
Because he then picked up the orb and then hit a pretty phenomenal shot where he was kind of wasn't ready for it. Was kind of like looking elsewhere and then kind of
sweeping like Guardian.
Awkwardly snaps back.
Yeah.
And then picks up the 1-on-1 against World Edit's orb. So that's pretty insane. That's a really insane way to bring it back. That was a monster,
and that's going to ruin Flipside for a considerable amount of time here.
Double eco from them, and now World Edit does get a kill onto Guardian. He will pick up the weapons. So
that's not good for NaVi.
This is worst case really at the start of the round.
If he could rotate to an unexpected position with that orb, he could do some terrible damage. Terrible. Now look at the mid control here from NaVi. CPL is smoked off. And Blade now, you can see he's changed his position. Although he is closer with that pistol now. He's rotated out of the connector as the smoke has completed.
I love how he flashed in his Edward towards laddering, and it's going to be a quick kill onto Simple because of that. And just keeping it safe. But what is the issue, and he may even want to just play on the outskirts, just keep his AWP alive. No reason to squander it.
You have to wonder, Bondik should go down here. You have to wonder if NaVi are pushing A because they expect World Edit to pick up the AWP and rotate to B.
It's possible, but now they have all the information. They spotted the AWPer. They don't know exactly necessarily where the next player is, but To be honest, I think they're only really concerned with World Edit and potentially hunting him down. But if we quickly do a check on the money, we can see whether or not that's a worthwhile investment for them. And after winning this round with the explosion, it's like 3,500 in the bank for them. So they're going to have pretty decent money. So you could definitely say that it could be a good pickup to take down World Edit here. But
you can see Markov, he's positioning himself to, in case there's exits through connector, but he will go for the safe route. Obviously, knowing the location, the last known location of the AWP, they will head towards T-spawn. And no one will die there. So Guardian currently 8 and 6. Blade currently 13 and 5. Simple with all of one frag somewhere. NBK is laughing in a chair.
I think he's probably on a plane right now. I think they're all off to Katowice at the moment.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So going to have the CPL smoke, connector smokes and all this kind of stuff here. Just going to make the A play happen. NaVi haven't really done a super fast play yet. It's about to arrive. Now, how well can Flipsid defend this? They do actually have decent positions, but depending on which set play NaVi go for, depends on how hard potentially some of these positions like Bondik, who's the most dangerous, can get shut down. If Bondik gets the 2 frags that he really should get in a position like this.
Oh, this molly could force Bondik out of his position, actually. How's he going to line this up? Is that going to go into his area? Not really. Smoke blocking things off, but here comes a push here from both sides. Well, the push from the T's to the fence. It's going to force him to push through the smoke, and there's a frag from World Edit. They know his position now, but is he going to go? Is he going to go to the well a second time? He is, but he won't find the frag a third time, and he gets taken out there. Too many repeats there. Went to the well too many times, but the frags going the way of Flipsid. Simple turns on the rage mode there, coming out with 3 frags. Monster round from him. 2 AWP save for Flipsid.
Yeah, he's going to reap the rewards of that one. Rewarded with a nice big AWP. Really nice. That control though is so strong. And that's
he heard the calls. He knew he was under pressure.
Yeah, what did it actually? I'm surprised that he didn't get the second kill. He was trying really hard for that, but
yeah. That's the risk with playing CT as well. If you repeat the same place so many times, you're gonna get taken out. Blade has the angle and finds the frag onto Zeus. Bondik coming in for support. Perfect timing. That's a bomb down as well. And Edward's dead. Takes down Caesar as well. 5 versus 2 in a matter of seconds here. Starek stuck behind a smoke. Teammate is on A slope. Guardian. Hopefully the CTs can coordinate here. Guardian is in the flames. Forced well away. No support for his teammate. Simple is continuing with his massacre of the NaVi team. And Flipsid are looking very strong indeed at the moment. Guardian, I presume there was a smoke there that we couldn't see. But Bondik will finish things off. And that's a solid 6-5. That's a statement from Flipsid.
They got shut down super hard because they just put 2 players on Shadow, basically. That's like that one player that you don't expect to be there. And he had a silencer as well, so they were dying. They have no idea that a guy is shooting them. Basically, everyone in the back.
He came out like the Jack in the Box with a machine gun, Dan.
A silence machine gun.
A silence machine gun. The minigun, but silenced.
And there is the smoke. They've been doing that consistently, but what have this mostly been just staying in CPL anyway?
Actually, well, they missed it at the time that Edwards went nuts. He had to manually do it himself from top mid. Okay, so 1 player emerging into mid. Make that 2. Edward and Guardian. Sorry, Edward and Zeus. Heading up short as we have a B split on our hands here. 2 men on the B site trying to hold this defense down. Simple is back. And he's got an AWP stolen from NaVi in the last round. 2 frags for him. Make that 3. This guy's fuming right now. He wants blood. He's frothing at the mouth, Dan.
That was pretty sick there from Simple. And that's kind of what you would expect. All that needs to happen now is Edward needs to pick up a Tech 9. And just walk up short. And then annihilate him again.
And then all is well. The yin meets the yang.
Exactly. It's a pretty sad, like, yang if Simple is a simple AWP versus the Tech 9 Edward. That's like kind of a weird thing, but that's the state of the game right now. So here we go. We got 7-5 scoreline. We're drawing closer and closer to the end of the first half. And double AWP here is starting to pay off now for Flipsid. They can't really afford to drop any more rounds. As what gets flashed into a peak. Oh, does only get the tag though. Shooting on the move. As all the set play smokes come in, cutting the site in half.
Strong position here to punish the smoke pushes, and there's the first one. Whether they're just spraying through the smoke, going to find Starks as he emerges here. So only 2 people left for NaVi. Guardian surrounded there. Bonnet going to find a frag. He should go straight for the defuse. In fact, he will, as there are no NaVi players left. That's the problem with these smokes, is that, well, it's a gamble because if Flipside push the smokes, then the game is on. And if they don't look the right way at the right time, it's anyone's.
It's nice though, because I think they just wanted the bomb down, so it's a pretty worthy investment just to get the bomb down. And
look at the cash. Look at the cash.
And now that's going to give them a good buy, because they know that they can't really hurt Flipside's economy all that much at this point.
Not with 2 rounds
especially exactly. So they just need to look after their own economy. So I like that they decided to go with a round that's designed to get them a bomb plant, and it did. And now they can have this solid situation on their weapons. But how are they going to handle middle at the moment? Simple is just chilling on short with the AWP, and he's been pretty on point. That is for sure. And I love how cautious NaVi are with the grenades. So that's a good one for short, it would seem. It's all the window there. It's going to cut off Simple's vision. And I love this from NaVi. They got smokes for everything. And it's really helping now, moving really fast up to connector. Well did it with a fast response, so able to drop C's where he stands. Another frag coming in onto Edward. And frag after frag. And if Flipside are just crippling NaVi. They've got 2 players left. And there's 5 on the A bomb site. Guardian has a lot of work ahead of him. How on earth do they break this?
It's too late to rotate. Just going to creep into the site. Silent assassins here. Although Guardian's scope will tell a story. Oh, I think he needs to go for a wallbang through the toll booth, surely. Doesn't find the frag onto Simple, just too fast. Gonna plant for short, but well done it.
With 4 players around.
Gonna take him out. I admire the bravery.
I respect that.
He went down on his sword. I do want to say, I think like the Tech 9 on short in that instance, I think was probably fair because he got rewarded for closing the distance. Although it was
that's not much distance.
It was a lot of distance. It was more than we expected, but it's interesting. It's interesting.
Oh, what a shot. So fast, this Guardian guy. His lightning fast reflexes are going to give his team a 1-man advantage early on in the round as well that it falls. And that is definitely going to allow them an easier way into middle, but Simple's got other ideas. What a jump there. So brave, but Guardian with the punish. And it had to come this way. That's 3 kills from him. And now it's just Bondic left.
And he can't really save anything because there's nothing to save right now. The bomb, look where the bomb is.
Yeah,
Bomb's only just being picked up now by Guardian. And where will it rotate? Oh, they've crossed paths, Dan. Bondic's on B, Caesar's in shop. And the bomb, oh, this is very weird indeed, because the bomb is now heading on its own towards the bomb site, which I have to presume is clear. He's going to let him run in. Oh, he gets a frag as well. Guardian's like,
and he didn't get the plant out of this.
Yeah, they've got lots of time on the clock, though, for the T side. Cavalry running in there, just going to trample on Bondic with their horses. And that's going to be that. 9-6 in favour of Flipside. After a horrible start for them. That is a significant comeback.
Yeah, they played really, really well. But that said, some of the rounds NaVi won, the way in which they won them, including this, there's so much star factor going into some of these performances. Like, for example, that one round where Edward strolled up and just got the kill on Simple, but then he picked up 2 really legit shots with the AWP, which completely destroyed the round for Flipside. We had NaVi with some great pushes on middle as well, with excellent smoke work to cover their way into position upon position until they could actually come into the full assault. But that said as well, despite all of their amazing plays in that sense, Flipside managed to have such a strong defense. They had so many excellent just one-on-ones, and the skill in this match at the moment is just so high level. It's ridiculous.
I haven't seen any Tiger Tooth knives with a reference to Thundercats, which is disappointing. But NaVi with 5 Kevlars
That's
now.
young, James.
Indeed. 5 Kevlars on NaVi.
These millennials.
3 on the flip side. Bunch of flashbangs on the smoke. And a push here from NaVi. First round, a pistol round. And they are already bringing the aggression. Edward is going to get the information. Finds the bomb. Finds the frag as well. All the frags going the way of NaVi right now. They are 3-0 at the moment. Only 2 players remaining for Flipside, and now it's their turn for the bomb to be dropped in mid, with only 2 players alive versus 5. Now it's all down to World Edit. This is an unwinnable situation. Will be no auto snipers in this round. Oh, it's head off the wall as well.
Oh my god, that was brutal. I love this ragdoll, man. It's
The ragdoll's awesome.
I want more ragdoll.
Shout out to the ragdoll, best supporting actor.
Can we just get like can we make it so the physics there is twice as much, let's say, like kinetic force, if you will, on the ragdoll, so that they jump twice as far or whatever? I don't know how to.
Yeah, let's just bring in a plasma gun as well, Dan. Let's just go all the way.
Well, if you're gonna bring in any gun, give me the railgun, please. We have a quick push onto A though. Here from Flipside as they try to make the pistol armor work, and in fact they didn't actually invest in much armor. Many of the players just going to go for that quick play onto that bomb, and it is actually going to work out. They get some kills
one by one. Why would you do that without your teammates? Zeus is just crazy. That's how you lose rounds.
And it could very well be the case here. They've got the bomb down, but there come the rifles. But bomb planted, 2 frags is an excellent result there from Flipside. NaVi certainly going to be reeling a little bit after that one, and they're going to be put in this position now where Flipside can buy, and NaVi are going to be fragile against the AKs.
Zeus may have been actually going for an information play there, because while he dies, he will find the location of a number of his team of his opponents through the smoke. So it's better that he goes in first on his own than the whole team runs through smoke and die. Actually, so maybe an information play there. He sacrificed himself for the good of his comrades, Dan.
For the King of the North. Here we go. Simple going to go down straight away to Guardian. And actually, if they can get this round fairly clean, they might be alright against the AKs. You already have the AWP out. He lost one player. There's a second one. Can Markov get this gun? He will.
Oh, he can hold short as well, which means... Oh, he's going to look away. Okay, he's positioning himself so he can assist short. Should he need to, he can pop out. Maybe go for a trade frag.
Well, it's coming in from the back as well. He might just get heard stepping quite heavily here, but his position is not given away. Does he make the kill or not? Not sure what's going on there. Well did it. But Stark's at the back. Able to take down one. Well did it. Still unknown here. Behind the smoke. Ooh, Guardian! Through the smoke and everything. How does he know?
Has he got time? Oh, it's going to be a close one.
He's fine. He's got this.
Oh, yeah, he has. You know when your defuse isn't going to go well? When the guy says, oh, crap. That means it's not, you're not going to get the defuse.
It's mad spoilers.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, 9-9. We're tied up here, and NaVi have a decent start, decent enough.
Simple had 6 grand in the bank, went for the late buy, was discussing whether or not they should have the second door, but he's opted for the AK. Something that we should definitely note.
So where are our oppers? Let's have a look. So it's looking for the delayed middle poke. And Guardian. Oh, he might spot a pixel, but Wilder is too quick. Too quick. It's a good nade, but small consolation after losing your AWPer.
Well, that it has a battle-scarred Safari Mesh. I respect his swag.
Oh, Edward, you know he's hungry for an AWP. After that previous performance, he's got to be hungry for an AWP here. They've got 2 players towards TPL actually for NaVi. And the rotation's coming in now from the Flipside players. They want to hit A, and they want to hit it hard. And NaVi don't really have the best positions on the site to really deny that if the smokes go down correctly from Flipside. So this is going to be really hard for NaVi to defend with just StarX in this position. Unless he can come out huge in some way, this round is looking very nice for Flipside at the moment.
Zeus going for an AWP of his own.
Well, this might just be the difference they needed. In comes World Edit though on T-Slope, and there's Zeus at the back. Again, good position, but gets taken down by World Edit. And in they go now. Is StarX going to be popping one head, finds the second player. 3 kills from StarX, holding it down for his team on the A bomb site. And now World Edit is stopped dead in his tracks, has to pick up the bomb, but the angle is held. What a shot though, but 10 seconds left to get the bomb planted. And NaVi, thanks to StarX.
I'd say thanks to Zeus.
Lock it down.
I'd say thanks to Zeus. Because
thanks to Zeus.
Zeus being here
and StarX
playing the CT position. Basically, even if he goes down, then he becomes bait for StarX. StarX
right.
holding this position with the silenced M4 just goes undetected because it's silenced there. So it's a combination of the two that, well, Zeus's death allowed StarX to just go ham sandwiches.
Agreed. And that's made a big, huge difference because now NaVi, instead of ecoing, Flipside are on the eco, and the CT economy is essentially being nurtured at the moment, cultivated to become something greater. And they've only lost one player here in this anti-eco, and that's going to be it. That's how it's going to stand. A bit of a splay there.
Gun flies out of nowhere.
11-9, and here comes the buy.
Okay, so do Flipside go all in here
Do
with
they?
2 warps? If they do, then Simple has no helmet. Going to go for the AK. Markelov could have dropped him on, actually, then he could have bought a helmet, but never mind. They are going for the conservative buy here, looking for... But the thing is, I think that the T side is where Simple is better to free roam. Because on the CT side, it may not be as useful to have him as the first warper, but on the T side, and I think that's where you can exploit his skills to the fullest.
Yeah, I would.
But then Simple's probably a better rifler than.
Yeah, that's probably what the
Well,
thing
that is.
That is probably the issue. So also the mobility is a big issue as well. But there is Guardian. Able to take down World Edit. That's going to cut off the play who's supposed to deal with rotation. That means mid is open for a fast rotate for NaVi to respond to this A push. All the nades are down. NaVi, they're going to lose Starix here on the bomb site. Should be the bomb planted soon here for Flipside if they can keep up the grenades. And in NaVi go now. They've had enough of this. Looking for the defensive place. And that bomb is yet to be planted. And NaVi just cutting them to pieces. Flipside. How do they get onto this site right now? Bondic in with a frag by Stairs. Going to be sprinting towards jungle. Trying to get behind enemy lines, but he's the last man standing for this effort. What a snap, though, onto Edward. 2 players left, though, with 30 seconds to go.
He's missed a shot, Guardian, and that's going to allow Bondic to plant the bomb here. They're going for a flank through mid onto short. And Guardian's going to be creeping the shop area. That is a very wall-bangable spot. Oh, look at the damage he's done already, though. C's going to have to back off. And Ryan Guardian eventually gets the frag. Look at the health on both these players. 4 and 22 HP. That could have gone either way. Great effort there by Bondic.
The sick thing as well is that if he had killed Guardian, he would have been able to actually move more to the left as well. So it would have changed his engagement because he would have been like, okay, I can't get shot from here. So he has more space to play with, but not having the kill on Guardian meant that he was kind of stuck in where he could move. So... yeah, very, very close. 12-9, and NaVi looking to be taking quite an edge in this game, but can Flipside get themselves an edge back of their own? Aggressive play from Edward, though.
Let's have a look at that. Another safe smoke grenade there. So lots of nice angles on these smokes from NaVi. There's smokes we see all the time, but they're doing them in ways that may be relatively new. Maybe it's preparation for Katowice. Nice push there by Edward, taking down Markelov. Going to put the Flipside team on crutches for the remainder of this round. And NaVi looking better and better to take this first map.
It's so eloquent, though, because he's pushed there looking into the wall in that little cubby hole, and then the teammate drops a pop flash in for him, and then he peeks and then leaves. I just love how tight that is. And C's with the push on B-Apps is going to be spotting everything they need to know. 2 players top mid, they know that it's going to be essentially Flipside working into middle and working into A here. That's their objective. That's what it creeps up. And they spotted the bomb as well. Guardian takes the pick onto World Edit. And what do they have left to work with now? That Edward takes the frag. Bondic, though, with a response, but it's cut short by Guardian.
We're back to the pistol round where the bomb's down in mid, and it's 2 versus, well, 4 this time, but only Simple remains here, and his rifling won't be good enough to take out Guardian on this occasion.
Yeah, NaVi was a really good round there. And I just love cute little plays like that they had in Underpass. That claimed them the first frag, and in doing so, enabled them to have better pressure on middle. As a CT side, that's always good. Oh, they're serious, James. Look at this. They're just all going straight up. Hit the fast timing. What can they do with this one now? As NaVi going to get caught off guard here. Quick kill there from Bondic. As he starts getting himself in with a frag of his own. Oh my goodness, what did it jumps into it from behind the smoke? That's gutting there for Flipside. This Zeus guy, will it ever stop? There's another kill from him. And it's just Bondic left.
Bondic versus 4. They've managed 1 frag in this round. That is a bit of a disaster there.
Like how his hands are. For some reason it looks weird.
Got over that X-ray. So that was a difficult one for them. It was nice shock and awe there, but
yeah,
didn't go their way in the end.
So NaVi, a team that has made almost every single LAN, has had to go through hell
Oh, I did want to point out that you saw Bondic got the frag there from outside of Palace, and he instantly started spraying through the smoke, something that people forget to do. You know, it's a very likely place where there may be a number of CTs towards jungle connector when it's smoked off, so spraying with the AK, nothing to lose there. Did do a bit of damage as well.
So a quick peek there from Guardian, and here you go, Flipside managing to take over middle. And again, they're setting up for that three-pronged attack through onto the A-bomb site. As you can see, the challenge onto connector here from Markelov. As the smoke is down still. And he's got teammates in place on Palace in the slope. And It can stay in middle, ready to cut off rotation with the AWP. Whatever he chooses to do, even... Oh, he's got the AK, even able to jump into CPL, but in comes the push. Trey comes in. 2 CTs stuck behind the smoke. They're going to push through it, though, to get the frags, to get this defense rolling on through, but it's not happening there. Flipside have eliminated everyone but Guardian. He has to do this now.
He's got to catch the push.
Nice shot, though, onto Simple. 2 players left, and with that smoke down, suddenly this becomes quite doable for Guardian. The dedicated AWPer of NaVi doesn't know where one of the players is. Bondic, where are you? Guardian's thinking as he goes for the fake defuse, but there comes the shots through the smoke, and that's going to tag Guardian and put him off as he falls back to a safer place. Bondic peeks out and gets the kill.
And they get the AWP. Yes.
Can they bring this back? Is it possible? Of course it's possible.
They're not too far away, score-wise. They're far away money-wise. Well, maybe not if they can string 1, maybe 2 rounds together, but here we are. AWP back onto World Edit. Galil on Markelov. And 3 AKs here. They've got a reasonable amount of nades on the Flipside team as well.
Look at this setup from them. It's very, very limited potential to defend anything in middle and connect. They've kind of committed hardcore to Shadow.
From NaVi.
Yeah, although they did lose. They just they just moved Edward away from B. They had 2 on the site for a while.
Oh, Markelov just caught the grenade on the T-Cozy there. 40 HP, massive chunk taken off from him. And he is the player who has been positioned into connector, as per usual. Well, that it's throwing that familiar smoke now to cut off jungle, but keep connector open for the team. They only have 1 person towards A. That's Simple. He's dead. So there will not be a 2-pronged assault here. Well, they are going to, in fact, rotate towards B, but the game may be up now as Markelov tries to run backwards in connector and will fall as well. And 1 by 1, the Flipside team are being annihilated right now. Bondic, last to fall. Guardian going to finish him off on the site. And that is game points to NaVi here, looking to take game 1.
That was a nice attempt there from Flipside, getting Markelov into connector. If he'd actually won that duel against, I think it was maybe... I don't know who it was. But if he won the duel in connector and held that down, he would have been able to delay and actually create a situation where they would have a very strong chance to win that B push, but...
He may have had a better chance had he not been naded to 60 HP before he got anywhere near.
Yeah, that definitely hurts. We have the same thing from Edward this time. Oh, wow. What is this? The Tech 9 is brutal.
Tech 9 down, of course. What else?
That one-shot range is insane.
I think he tapped him twice there in fairness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Either way. Look at this, the parkour across there from Simple, going to go straight up close and personal. Eliminates Guardian, picks up his AWP. And now you got Simple behind enemy lines with an AWP. That is not good looking. Bondic now finding himself a Tech 9 kill as well. As it's just seized and Zeus left. And
let's look at the money now on the CT side.
How many rounds in a row they won? It's much easier to see with like the clear visualization there. I love that.
Yeah, it's a very nice addition there.
Okay, so look at these T's swarming around the A-bomb site. Okay, so Season Zeus going to save.
They're looking for swag, looking for booty, Dan.
How much money do we have on RV anyway?
Just to be clear, in English, booty can mean like gear and prizes and stuff, not just the Beyonce version.
Beyonce edition.
Beyonce edition. Booty also means swag.
Yeah, like pirates.
Swag is in like a bag of swag.
Big booty.
Not as in like swag. We're not in a club right now, guys. We're nerds.
That's true.
That is true.
I'm a massive nerd.
That is also true.
I love nerds.
Fair enough.
Okay. So here we go. Simple's on the AWP. He's not going to be passing that over to World Edit anytime soon, it would seem. Guardian obviously still opting for a team. They still have some money left. How close are they to Eco here? Finance report, let's go. NaVi. Alright, so yeah, they're actually within realms of an Eco soon. So Flipside, if they're able to take this one, things could look much better for them. They can maybe pull this into that overtime situation, but...
Simple's getting sprayed through the wall onto from short there, down to 10 HP. You saw the CT advancing on the angle there, and he is left with not much at all to work with. He does have the ult though, but he's going to need to be very fast on the trigger indeed. It's interesting now that they've thrown Simple the AWP as opposed to Wild at it, but now he may not get an opportunity to see what he can do. The bomb is down on the A bomb side. That is all the information NaVi need right now. 2 frags coming in for them. They have a one-man advantage. Markov going to even things up. He's going to do a 180, get another frag, make it 2 versus 1. Sees the last player on short. Simple's in a position to punish him for trying to rotate now. You can see Simple hunting him now, and he finds him.
Oh my god, Markov. What the hell was that? That was amazing. That was insane.
180, do you know who I am? Thank you very much and goodbye.
Okay, 15 to 12. NaVi, and losing that, look at their money. They're broke. So I can pull this to an overtime.
It's bad news, Brown.
James, we need more overtimes today. We need 10 more overtimes today, at least, please.
10?
10 overtimes.
I wouldn't go that far.
We need 60 rounds of overtime.
What's wrong with you?
Okay, so once again, it's a similar opening from Flipside.
Oh, but look at the mid control from
But more
NaVi.
defensive.
Guardian, he's up there. He's large and in charge, and he's completely white.
This shows you how well Flipside understands NaVi, because they're expecting this. This is the same round for Flipside, but just way more passive and defensive and further back, because they're expecting aggression. So smart from them.
Only Seas and Guardian have armor. Well, did it? Is that a CPL smoke? Indeed, it is. So, the thing is, Flipside have to be careful that they don't give themselves too little time to clear out a site. And they've got to clear out a site with 2 AWPs and 3 rifles here.
And that's kind of the problem in a round like this, 2 AWPs. Oh, Edward!
Well, they've got 1 AWP now.
Oh, that's dirty. That Deagle, the dirty Deeg.
See, 35 seconds remaining. Bondic starting to emerge onto the A site. Gets an important frag. Pulls out a flashbang. Still gets a frag onto Zeus. He cannot convert. 4 versus 2 now. Bomb is in fact going towards B. So, they're doing it well. Edward gets assassinated from the back. And a bit of a check of the site. And Simple will plant it for sure.
Cease has got himself the AWP though, that Guardian dropped.
He still has his armor as well. So if he can save this, then who knows what could happen in the following round. Let's have a look at the CT cash. Cash in the bank. They will get a third round loss bonus here. So they will be able to get a reasonable buy out of this one. Let's see how much Zeus ends up with, as he only has $400 in the bank.
So that'll be an extra 2,400 for them. So let's do some math, James. Yeah, that'll be easily enough to buy healthily. Do you know the trick for remembering their money loss bonus?
No.
Trick, my friends.
Tell me. Tell the stream. Tell everyone.
So it's always a 4 and a 9. So it's 1,400, 1,900, 2,400, 2,900, 3,400.
It's always a 4 and a 9.
Yeah. So
what's the first one?
So 1,400.
Where's the 9?
1,900.
But that's the second one. There's no 9 in the first one.
No, but I'm just saying, like, alternates.
Oh, 494.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you see what I mean.
Okay.
That's the trick.
All right.
So you get to 3,400.
So what's the third one? 3,400.
No, that's the 5th one. 14, 19, 24, 29.
Tweet it.
34.
Tweet it.
Okay.
You're just confused. You're just saying numbers now. All right.
So Simple's going to get that pick onto the connector guy. But there's the trade from Guardian. Simple is really far up. This guy is angry. He's mad. He wants more kills.
He's rabid.
But Guardian will put the stop on him. And they need to get some map control going here. Because at the moment, they don't have connector yet. So how much more map control are NaVi willing to give away now? Because they've kind of fallen back out of the first kind of frags at the start of the round. They've fallen back into safer positions. All we can see is toes. Oh, he actually got the tag. They tagged each other.
Tagged each other, yeah.
So
had an exchange of bullets. Oh, Markov is spotted, but he doesn't seem to realize. And now he's dead. One man advantage, NaVi. Bomb. is still in a passive position. Let's see where it's going to rotate. Presumably towards A. You can see Bondic is at the end of the palace. Starix is just waiting for him. Starix has positioned himself so he's not exposed to lower A, but now he's exposed because no one's covering his back. Guardian has been eliminated. Gets a frag onto Bondic though. Maybe you heard him in Palace earlier on. Who's going to win this duel? Blade versus Starix with World in it for support. Going to even up the numbers now. Starix eventually falls after doing the damage he did. The bomb goes down. 1 versus 1. Seed's going to try and rotate his position. 8 seconds remaining. World in it has to plant here. He's going to plant for short. And Seed's position unknown. World in it looking towards last known, but has to realize surely that he may have rotated. Oh, he's going to tag him through, and it's going to be next one wins. 17 HP versus 18 HP. World in it will prove victorious and keep Flipside in this game. 1 round away from tying things up here, playing for overtime. Again.
And right now we can see that NaVi have a terrible buy. It's terrible. And Flipside, when they know that NaVi are down on their luck, they tend to play very defensively early on in the round, so not to get caught off by anything. And again, you see the same positions. Now this does very well against fast mid pushes, does well at its position. So NaVi, they're kind of damned if they do and damned if they don't as far as aggression goes, because they need to find out what's happening, they need to get their bodies in the right places immediately to have a
look
defense.
At the aggression here. Starix doing what Starix does, and that's mad aggression in lower A. He's finding out the information. Look at the fast rotation here. The push is coming in as well from the Flipside team towards the B bomb site. We've got Molly's coming out. We've got counter flashes. No frags for either team yet. Markelov is in danger of dying, and indeed he will. Combination of Edward and Guardian. Trade coming in. Bondic taking down 2. Bondic taking down 3. And that's going to be a wide open B bomb site. Can he get the plant in time? Zeus is in position, but the flank is there from World Edit. He's going to take him down as well. Only Starix remaining. And you have to favour overtime here. 1 versus 3. He's been spotted now as well. He's going to be stuck in a crossfire. And World Edit just going to take him down. We are into OT1.
I'm telling you, 60 rounds of overtime today. We already had loads of overtimes today. We already had, how many overtimes did we have earlier today?
3.
3 overtimes. So how many rounds is that?
I don't know that. There's
loads of rounds.
31. 31.
That's too many rounds. That's way too many rounds.
Guardian is on the 30 bomb. There may be a slight delay before we continue this match, so while there is. So, in 30 rounds, Seized has not got double figures yet.
Don't draw attention to that, James.
Why not?
Because what if you Seized? That's what you mean.
This is what we do, Dan.
Oh, that's true.
We're not going to shy away from these stats. We gotta bring out the hard facts, Dan. We have to face the music, and the music is
this is 9 frags.
That Guardian is top fragging. To be honest, though, Seized is not too far from the kind of Zeus Markelov range, and he has got 5 assists. He's got the most assists on the server, along with Blade. So, you know, he's softening people up for them to be finished off by his teammates.
So where do you really see, because I think this game to me looks really, really simple from NaVi and Flipside. Like they're both teams are playing really standard and basic rounds, but it's just coming down to who executes all the basics the best, which is kind of what's fun about watching it.
I feel like the weak point here is Flipside on the CT, because I feel like that's where the game will be won or lost, because I think with 2 AWPers on their team, it makes stuff expensive for them, and
they did pretty well though, to be fair, to get out of the hole that was dug for them.
They absolutely did, yeah. But that's how it is for me. But again, you have to look like it when they were on the CT side, like you had that round with Edward, where he just completely obliterated the team, and that one round could ruin their economy. So that can have a much longer lasting effect, in fairness. So if they can avoid something like that when they're on the CT side, although that said, they don't even need to avoid that now because it's 16k MR3, so they can buy regardless.
Exactly. So you have to.
So who knows? The dynamic has changed now that we're in the overtime.
Yeah, that's exactly the
so
thing.
Who the hell knows what can happen?
Well, and in that sense, you would say, okay, now Flipside can buy as many ops as they want, so they have more skill on the op game to actually exert. So maybe you can say, all right, that's going to give them the advantage, but equally so,
there's no fear.
You could say that their style is a little bit more inconsistent potentially. It's really hard to say because the thing is, right, is that NaVi, if we saw their T side, if you paid good attention to it, they had smokes to cover every AWP angle and to minimize the damage that Simple and what it could do early on. So I don't know. I feel like I'm liking NaVi for this, actually.
I think all the drawbacks of Flipside's style are negated by MR3 16K. Because it comes down to the money. That's the problem. So again, while we have a short delay, guys, Asmov was on the stream, because on the screen, and the stream, because once we hit 450k followers, we will give that away to one of you viewers, and that's an open raffle that everyone can enter. We will also have a Huntsman Blue Steel for subscribers. Anyway.
I'm not subscribed to the channel, James.
Even if you were, I would render you ineligible, Dan. You could enter just so you could feel a bit special, but you have no chance of winning.
I went on the stream the other day and it's like, oh, I'm not subscribed.
I saw you trying to. You were trying to do emotes.
Yeah, and I couldn't because I'm not subscribed.
No.
I could just log into the Faceit3 account, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna cheat.
Yeah, that's what I do. I should. You're making me feel guilty now. Maybe I should subscribe.
Yeah, you're not subscribed either. God damn, we're gonna both subscribe.
I guess
I'll do it when I get home.
I'll do it when I remember, because my memory is bad. So, you're favouring NaVi.
I'm favouring NaVi, yeah.
I'm not favouring anyone in particular, but I just want to say that I think the drawbacks on Flipside CT side are negated. They're nullified. I like that word. They're nullified, Dan.
Okay.
Nullified.
Neutralized?
By MR3 16K. They're nullified, they're neutralized, they're negated. They are other words that start with N. Maybe. Maybe we've reached them all.
Those are the only three I can think of for that.
Same here.
I'm thesaurus right now. I'm rolling thesaurus.
Did we say neutralized?
You can say neutralized, yeah.
Was that
yeah, we said that's the one I added.
Okay, sorry. See, bad memory, that's what I said.
This guy.
I think it's game time. Okay. It's game time, Spain time.
Alright, so double orbs, simple and well did it. We didn't see this very much from them because, as you pointed out, money was a concern before. And so now money is much less of a concern.
So we see simple. I think it's important because they're holding two orbs. I think it's important to consider their sidearms as well. We can see simple going for the CZ. And what did it? Is that a Glock?
Thing is that
no, it's not a Glock. It's a P250.
Thing is that the CZ is hard to draw. The draw is terrible, so you can't really use it after an AWP switch. You can't switch away from an AWP.
It depends. If you're around the corner like Guardian is here, then you have an opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh, he got the bonus kill as well on simple.
Nice.
Just popped a nade down like got it into the basketball hoop. Got the swoosh.
Okay, here we go. 3 against 5 now. Flip side down, a couple men, and with no map control to really show for it. They're in middle, but they got to take over connector or short, and it's going to be Markelov to get the kill onto Edward in connector. Sorry, as Palace will be defended. So Markelov's kind of alone here. He's got Blade to work with, but he's over by T Spawn at the moment. So Markelov with everything to do, and not much in the way of resources to do it with. Oh, the nade though. Oh,
saved by the wall.
The wall.
Saved by the stud wall partition. Well, it doesn't look very stud, but anyway. Okay, so Markelov falling as well, down to Blade. And I wonder, how do you feel about Bondik's position? Because they seem to just be waiting for Bondik to appear from Palace every single round. They're just waiting for him. Starix was waiting for him, despite what was going on, despite Guardian being taken out behind him. He did not move an inch because he was just waiting for Bondik to appear. That time, they were waiting for Bondik to appear with an even more aggressive position. So, like, is he being nullified at the moment in this overtime?
About the nature of Palace, I don't know if I will hold this thought because they're going to go for this quick set play on A. So we'll come back to that a little bit as we're in like Misty, the Misty Mirage.
Sometimes.
Okay, so we'll come back to that point in a moment. As it looks like they want to get the set play in. But Xvaris with a quick peek there, catching them with the nades in their hands. Simple to go down immediately. And look at how fast the counter grenades are. All the CTs are all over this push before it's even hit the slope. There's no entry at all to the A bomb site. The entire lineup of NaVi are already here.
Oh, this is Pearl Harbor right now.
Disaster has struck. And what did it is the last man to die. So the thing with Palace is that I think that you kind of expect when there's a lot of action on middle and slope for the guy in Palace to peek out because there's so much distraction and it's such an easy quick angle and you've got quite an open area to kind of that's quite exposed to get a cheeky frag and you capitalize on distraction. So I think that they're just very aware that their teammates can handle their positions and that they have to make sure that despite distractions they're keeping Palace locked down. That could partly be the reason why they're locking that down so hard.
Oh, Simple has $0 in the bank. So if someone's going to run out of money on a MR316K, it's going to be Flipside.
Yeah.
Edward, what are you doing? I swear, it's like a last round special for him. But 2 revenge frags coming in now, 3 versus 3. 2 CTs though here to defend the B bomb site. One has been spotted, it's going to be C's. He gets a frag onto Markolov though. Blade trying to flank here, but Zeus will take out Simple as well. So 1 versus 2 as he gets that frag. He has got a bomb. He has no idea where the second player is. Plays on short. He finds him, gets a tap onto the head. 1 versus 1 now. C's versus Blade. Blade has to win this round. He must. Otherwise, it's a clean sweep. A clean sweep it will be for NaVi. They have 3 match points right now. Sorry, game points. Excuse me.
Yeah, this is looking really solid for them. I mean, we know that they can take some solid rounds on their T side. Again, they've got all the smokes to actually minimize their risk when they push in against the AWPers. And it also enables them to actually punish the AWPers quite effectively if they get too aggressive. So I'm liking NaVi's chance from just the consistency we saw on their T side of how they picked up rounds and how they supported themselves. I'm liking that for them to actually be able to get that 1 round that they need. But we'll have to see. Side going to be up against it and not going to go with the double AWPs here. So that's actually already an interesting development.
Yeah, well, they've seen the counters, so maybe they're just going to try and avoid it. They trying to patch the holes in the sinking ship here.
So it's one at it by CPL who's going to get peeked, but there's the smoke. Again, this is exactly what I'm talking about. They make it safe as possible by smoking everything off before they push those angles to get rid of those AWPers who've got the better timings than they have.
Yeah, and the worst thing is because it's well at it, they know he's going to be playing CPL and they know he's going to have the AWP. That's a guarantee. And they basically, we've used a lot of words, but they've nullified him for a significant amount of time in this round while they take map control.
Yeah, he's been made redundant once they push in the middle. And they are flashing over connector here, potentially sorry for a quick peek, but not sure how much you can see.
I think he flashed his teammate on short actually. He has to run away.
Oh, yeah, that's smoke. It's not high enough, James. And that's going to be a frag on Zeus because of that. And why did it pick up Edward? They didn't move quickly enough past the smoke. And now the push has been cut off.
It's interesting. In normal time, it was Zeus firing through the smoke. But now Blade has adjusted and gets the frag instead. That's another one for Blade. It's only 2 NaVi players remain. So, Flipside not out of this yet. Cease has fallen. And the AWP is going to come in while it finally appears to eliminate StarX. So, it's a nice adjustment there between underpass and connector where first Blade was getting caught short. Now he is returning the favor to Zeus.
And it's such a harsh reality. It's that, okay, just to make it, the best thing we can do is get another overtime by winning every round of the second half. That's a harsh reality. But one Flipside team ready to face and deal with. That round was pretty clean. But NaVi looking to go for the bread and butter vanilla opening again. Bomb down at T spawn. Edward can go get it.
Bondic never veers far from the A bomb site. Here he is again, around the palace area. Seems to be fond of it. And he will need to try and save his team here as they've already lost 1 player towards the site. StarX on a bait, but he's going to go down. Bondic going to reposition himself, not expose himself to the numerous T's, but C's will come and take him out anyway. Simple going to stop the push through connector. So now it's NaVi players coming from A slope and palace. But well did it, has other ideas. C's has left the building. And we've got the last player in fact, Edward, is towards CT. Against 3, gets a 1-on-1, but Simple will prove superior on this occasion.
These are very fast rounds here. NaVi keeping it really simple and Flipside able to defend quite well when the eventual push does come in. Or that first round was really sick, but it's like we're jumping quite
into
quickly
the middle of the round.
Into the middle of the next round. So I have to leave that point where it was.
Edwards again with that last round auto sniper. Both sides, doesn't matter, and he's used it to great effect. Someone send him a skin though, seriously. Okay, so got the CTs rotating back and forth. In fact, they're playing A for the retake now. Should a push come in the next few seconds for NaVi, as they have fortified the B bomb site with 3 CT players. However, the bomb is still in T spawn. We've got C's rotating from B apps towards the bomb to pick it up. NaVi are in control of connector as well, so this push is going to be a strong one unless Simple can do something about it. He seems to have spotted Zeus, but look at Edward's position. He's in the ladder room with the auto sniper here, just waiting to execute Simple if he pushes.
Edward does find the head of Blade as he pushes into that ladder room. And Guardian just tracking down Bondik as well with the AWP. This is looking terrible now for Flipside. Just Markov left against the entire lineup. What is he to do on this rotation?
Markov versus the whole world.
Oh, but he's going to kick things off here with a quick frag onto Edward. That bomb is ticking away, so Markov has to be quick. Time is really against him at the moment. And if pop flash himself in, that's a nice one. As he makes his way into jungle. Finding the next player, but that's it. Starks is going to take him down, and there it is. Mirage is won by NaVi. So very tight game, but